Check out the new Like a Dog shirt sticker pack right now. 3 stickers, a shirt, and a postcard on sale now at friendomarket.com.
Boys and girls, this is the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and you're listening to Going In Raw, baby.
What's up, it's your girl Sasha Banks, legit boss, and you're watching Going In Raw. You like that?
This is Shayna Baszler, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife,
Marie.
and you are going in SmackDown Live.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hey guys, this is Charlotte, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up? It's the moonwalking, trash talking princess of Staten Island. I want to remind you all that Mela is money, and you're watching Going In Raw.
Hi, this is Shinsuke Nakamura. Just keep watching Going In the Raw.
This is the knockout artist, Cassius Ohno, and you're Going In Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
Yeah, welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Stephen Larsonvale, wherever fine podcasts are. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the little notify bell next to it. Some of you, number one, yay, we're live.
Yay!
Yay! We got word late Friday.
Yeah, the things may have been fixed, and it seems like, yes, they are fixed indeed.
There was a node of some sort that was causing some sort of issues, but then node was fixed.
Yeah.
They gave a stern talking to and wrote a very, very stern letter to node. And then node
complied.
Exactly, started behaving better.
And now we have internet back, it seems.
However, what I did not do, for anybody who might be like, hey, I didn't get a notification. What's up?
There's a hunk of fuzz on your sleeve.
Yeah, it's okay. New fashion statement. Like the Air Presto thing with the little tag. Now it's hunk of lint. Trailblazer in the fashion industry, Larson.
You, my friend, are no Virgil Abloh.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
That's got to be a nom de plume. Virgil what?
Abloh.
That's a great name.
It is a great name.
What a fan. Virgil Abloh. Anyways. Where was I? We got our internet fixed. But the stupid stream was set to unlisted prior to me setting go ahead for stream. Why are you so bugged by my hunk of lint? I did not request you to take that hunk of lint off my shirt.
It's bothering me.
That is a direct violation of my privacy. Oh my goodness, what's this world coming to? We're also available on the Patreon at patreon.com/Stephen Larson. We got a wealth of reward tiers. For $1, you get to see this show ad-free. So if we're one of the only things you watch on YouTube, apparently a couple people hit us up and said, hey, actually you guys are the only thing I watch on YouTube. That's awesome. You're not weird. I'm sorry for calling you weird. You're not weird.
Not weird. What, you called him weird?
Well, I said, YouTube is such a vast space that I would feel, I don't have the type of ego necessary to think that somebody would only watch us on YouTube. Don't look at me like that. I know I've got a very large ego. You know who also isn't weird? These following people who plunked down on the Patreon this weekend. Most Wanted, Ben Kramer, listen to this name, Darren Elgueta Campos.
That's a great name.
What a great name. Kyle Sturman, Jacob Sloan, Chase. I wonder if he's related to Chase Bank.
Or Chase Owens.
The crown jewel. Brandon Vella, Leo the Windbreaker, Albert Areola, King. That might be his real name.
I know.
Don't laugh.
I know. I'm laughing at
it's a great name.
I'm laughing at the face I made at you earlier. I'm actually not laughing at any names.
Oh, okay, good. King Katano. That's a great name, too.
Because it elicited the exact response I was hoping it would, because I thought it'd be funny.
Oh, okay. So thank you very much for your sponsorship there on the Patreon. We really do appreciate it. And we also, I know you guys saw the pre-roll. Look at this.
Oh, we're gonna push it again. Oh, that's just me with powers of darkness.
Here's the deal. I'm really thinking. So we've got a handful of these orders in over the weekend.
So
also.
Oliver print shirt too, yes, right? That's what you're thinking.
Well, I'm thinking of making this into a postcard and having this be the postcard that goes out with those orders.
All right.
Because we can get the postcards in by like Friday. I'm going to start
enough.
filling the orders on like Wednesday, Thursday, or whenever you're gone.
Yeah, Wednesday. Wednesday's when I'm gone.
So
I got to move.
Maybe I'll just send them out after we already sent out the orders because I want to get the orders out. But if you guys want to see this as the postcard, hit us up on Twitter. Let us know in the comments. Because, I'm thinking of making this just into a print no matter what.
Yeah.
Because I think that'd be fantastic.
That might be, I'm not going to say it's your shining moment as a designer.
It might be.
But it's up there.
Might actually be.
It was great.
Where is that?
It was fantastic.
What is this one? Yeah, there it is. There it is. The The I'll put you down like a dog shirt and sticker. Oh, look at this. Immediately as we go live, I get a notification from our big cartel shop that says, oh, man.
Oh, dear.
I don't even know where the latest one is yesterday.
It's not time-stamped?
Oh, here we go. Eddie Salgado. That's a name I know.
Yeah.
Eddie Salgado just bought himself a like a dog shirt. Anybody who places this order during this broadcast live.
I have one request.
We'll get a live
if
shout
If we do the... no, never mind.
What? If we do
I was
what?
going to say, if we do the postcard, take out the tag on my shoulder, but no, I think it's funnier.
No, the tag has to stay.
No, it's funnier with
it. It has to stay.
Funnier with it.
And see, even here in chat,
oh yeah,
MOS brethren, Warren Watkins, they both point out.
Ooh, that's a great idea. Soul FGC. Can we get the print in blacklight? That would be awesome.
I'll look into that. I guess that's a possibility.
Yeah.
I'll definitely look into that.
That would be great.
For all those college dorm rooms out there,
man.
You can be in there. So, yeah.
Jamie Weisner, that teacher design is real. Good job, Steve.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really enjoy it. I think it's great. So, yeah. Anyways, how was your weekend?
Busy. I'm moving, in the process of moving.
You're going to be gone on Wednesday.
Yeah, because I got to move. We got to be out of our house Wednesday.
I wanted to do this show by myself, but you insisted. You said, no, we have a champion. He's going to
I did no insisting.
You said instead of it being vacant, you didn't want to be replaced by vacant. We got the next worst thing out of Mayhem.
The best thing.
It's going to be here on Wednesday. So if
did
you guys
watch the show that he did with me? It was very good.
If you guys
did a great job.
If you guys want to check out on Wednesday, I totally understand. It's going to be me and Adam Mayhem.
Because Adam Mayhem's be sitting in my chair, and it's going to be fantastic. He did a great job when he filled in for you. I think he'll do fantastic.
Well, we'll see.
It will probably be a huge improvement over my modest, meager contribution.
Are you sure you want to do this? Maybe I'll like him better. We're always picking at each other. I need somebody who's going to just let me tranquilo.
Starbucks is always hiring, so
he'll just leave my awesome little pet lint.
No, he would take that off too.
Would he?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, I had a good weekend. I watched.
Oh, good.
I watched some of the NWA 70th anniversary show. I was literally, when I saw it, I was literally sad we weren't there. I thought that was the kind of thing that maybe if it was spaced out a little bit further out from like All In or something like that. I mean, I know it's their anniversary. They can't move the date that they started 70 years ago, but still, it looked like a fantastic show. It looked like a really, really fantastic show.
A lot of people are saying, great job, Steve.
Saying, well, that's nice of you. For what, the shirt?
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, Patrick Oliva here in chat. See, this is why I love doing this live, man.
Yeah.
Because I have a very short attention span. So, I just look at chat, and there's a new thing that pops up every couple seconds or so.
Look at Warren Watkins. Steve doesn't get enough credit for his great artwork. What a nice thing to say.
Thank you for that.
That's very true.
I appreciate that.
I mean, you could talk to Adam Mayhem and say, it's cool, champ, I'll do it myself. We were all at lunch. I just asked him. And he said, sure.
What kind of rude asshole would I be if I did that? Hey, by the way, Adam, he's texting me right now all this weird stuff about, well, I can't go into details. God. See, it's stuff like this that makes me worry about putting him on live.
He's a true professional.
I can't sit here. I can't text him back and say, by the way, I've insisted not to have you on the show.
Well, in kayfabe, you can.
Yeah, that's true.
Got a couple super chats here from Kyle Sturman. Going to Raw on December 17th. That's when it's here in Sacramento.
Cool.
First ever WWE event for me. Are you guys doing a meetup or going to the show? Would love to meet you. He also says, love you guys. Have to get back to work. Have a great day.
Hey, you know what we could do?
What?
Let's just have a meetup and then not go to Raw.
Okay.
We could do that. We can just go down to the Golden One Center. Hey, how's it going, everybody? We'll bring a table, sell some like a dog shirts.
All right.
And then hightail it back home and watch Raw.
All right.
Probably not going to do that.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, we haven't really talked about going, decided whether we're going to go or not. I'll take a 31 on sale.
Yeah, you have sort of one eye on tickets.
Kind of.
I mean, if we can find some cheap lower bowl tickets.
Yeah, we could have got them for $70, I think.
Well, I mean cheap.
No.
I mean, $70, that's the price of like a CalFit membership for a month. That's not cheap.
CalFit's expensive then.
I know, it's super expensive.
Why is it so much?
I don't know.
I need to find a new gym because I'm losing my gym because I'm moving. So I think I'm going to go to the one over by Taco Bell. I'm going to go there this weekend and see how much it is.
By Taco Bell. Oh, Fitness 19?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it used to be. Is it still Fitness 19?
I don't know what it's called. I just know it's still there.
Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. I wish we can go to the same gym, but I'm like up the road from that.
I don't like working out with anybody, though.
You were asking me to come work out with you like months ago.
That's sarcasm, man.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't.
I don't like working out with anybody.
Really?
No.
All right.
I really don't like it.
Well, that's not the impression I got from you a couple months ago. Did something happen?
No, I was ribbing you. I was ribbing you the whole time.
What? I don't think you were.
I was.
That'd be really weird.
I was. It was to further the thought that you had that I was like obsessed with working out. I was so obsessed. I wanted to put my two obsessions together: wrestling and working out.
You literally brought a pull-up bar here. Was that part of the joke?
My wife told me to get out of the house.
Oh, okay. Well, things are coming together. Well, geez, man, never mind then. I guess I don't.
It was all along work on my part. Now it's all coming together. I don't like working out with
This
people.
is the payoff?
Yeah.
This is a really bad payoff, man.
Yeah, this is like a WWE level storyline. This is like an anonymous Raw general manager storyline right here.
You know, another bad payoff might be is if WWE starts bringing a bunch more UFC people. I don't want the UFC people in my SmackDown Live. Tell what's going on with this UFC business.
Were you trying to do Frank Costanza there?
Well, apparently I got it enough that you could figure out who it was.
Well, maybe. So, UFC heavyweight champ. He's light heavyweight champ too, right?
Yeah, I think he's both champions.
Daniel Cormier. He's got a fight coming up at UFC 230. Cormier.
Yeah, it's Cormier.
230. And apparently he took that fight on kind of like short notice.
Yeah.
And because of that, he had to postpone another thing he had going on, potentially. Maybe becoming a WWE announcer.
Are they not clearing him for in-ring competition? Why is he going straight to the Corey Graves status?
Just wait. We get to that. During a media session to promote his fight, DC said that he had to postpone a scheduled commentary audition at the Performance Center. He added, quote, "They want me to go in and do an audition as a member of the commentary team. That was my private little thing, but because of the fight, I had to push it back. So there might be some DC and WWE
S
coming.
Oh.
But, you know, like the WWE announce teams, they're full.
Yeah.
They're pretty good across the board.
Yeah.
So why?
Because they're going to replace him with, they're going to replace Byron Saxton.
Probably with Daniel Cormier, because Dave Meltzer reports that Fox wants Cormier on SmackDown, saying, quote, "The Cormier thing is Fox wants Cormier, that's the deal. They want him for SmackDown. Number one, they want a more sports presentation." We talked about that on Friday's show. Number two, they love Cormier from UFC, and they don't want to lose him.
So personality-wise, I love Daniel Cormier.
Yeah, I do too.
I think he's fantastic.
That promo he cut on Brock Lesnar after he won his last fight, if he won the title, was
when they were
amazing.
both trying hard not to laugh.
Yeah, that was amazing.
That was really good. No, it was a lot of fun because they obviously love each other and they know they're about to make a ton of money off each other.
Yes.
So that's great. So this is look, I'm fine with this. I think this is cool. It's an announcing spot. It's not like he's going to be WWE Universal Champion. Although if they're looking for somebody to replace Brock Lesnar as big time part-time guy, I don't know what Daniel Cormier's UFC plans are, you know, going past the next year or so.
He wanted to retire at 40, I believe.
How old is he now?
39.
So he's very close. He's on precipice of retiring.
I think so.
So I don't know. That'd be cool. I'd be even down for him being a part. I don't want him with the Universal Championship because that needs to be like on a full timer.
Yeah, he's 39 right now.
But I don't know. I wonder if he has the itch at all to go in and like try to do that.
Well, I mean,
stuff.
he's a massive wrestling fan.
Yeah, sure.
He likes old school wrestling.
Yeah, catch as catch can.
He was taking the Young Bucks to task for doing all the high flying stuff.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I remember
all their
that.
storytelling, what Young Bucks do.
Yeah.
That's you know. So
he's a Jim Cornette guy.
Well, I think Daniel Cormier is probably like a huge Randall Orton fan.
Yeah, sure.
Massive. Like the psychology behind the headlock is very important.
Or Luthez.
Yeah.
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 Because I'm sure if he's like into old school wrestling, he's not going to like Randy Orton's new move of putting finger through.
No, I don't think he would mind that. I think it's more just in terms of the storytelling, the moves involved in such.
Think he'd be a Zack Sabre Jr. guy?
Oh, maybe.
Mat based catch as catch can.
Yeah.
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 No, I think it'd be cool. Look, it's obvious when this. Okay, so here's the thing that I kind of like about this. DC's a big name. He'd command a big salary, which means Fox not only is going to be paying a crap ton of money for the rights, but part of that would involve, either from WWE side or Fox's side, putting a ton of money into SmackDown, making it like, you know, come off as an A-level show. Now, I personally love SmackDown right now.
Yes, me too.
But I'm pretty curious to see what I'm more interested in the fact of what we talked about last week, or the idea
Putting
out there.
the Fox football robot in the broadcast, right?
Well, that would be number one, but that might be too much to ask. Making it more along the lines of a sports broadcast, the way New Japan presents their stuff.
Yeah.
We might see the end of cheesy scripted backstage segments.
Could be.
I would love that. I think it'd be great. if they made SmackDown into something completely different from Raw, I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah, it could be. It
yeah,
could be.
It'd be really neat.
It could be.
Yeah,
One thing about Fox
could be crap.
is-
I don't know.
I don't know if they want like unity across the board.
Are they all going to have the
SmackDown, 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 SmackDown? You get the robot coming in. Howie Long's on the pre-show.
Drops a stunner on somebody.
Yeah. Like if they want uniformity across the board in terms of the look and feel of the shows, it might be a minor thing. I really don't like Fox's like graphics.
Oh, their branding, sure.
For the football.
Yeah, okay.
Or really the baseball. Don't like it.
Okay. May I ask why?
Just aesthetically, I don't find that pleasing.
Okay, sure. Is it too techie for you?
No, I don't know.
Because it's kind of techie.
No, I think it just looks kind of cheap.
Oh, sure. Okay. Is there a flip that like a different, like, can you point to something and say more like that?
Well, I think Raw's graphics look really good.
No, like in the sports realm.
Oh.
Like CBS.
No, I don't like CBS's football graphics either.
Can they bring back John Tesh's NBA theme for SmackDown?
Yes. There you go.
God,
Rock
that
out
was
with
so good.
The keytar.
It was so good.
Heck yeah, man.
Man, oh man.
I saw John Tesh at a movie theater once.
Did you say hi?
No, someone else was talking to him. The same night I saw Dave Grohl at the same movie theater.
Boy, star-studded affair.
Too.
Were you on the red carpet at some major?
No, it was just the movie theater at my house where I was living at the time.
That's LA living right there.
It
man.
is. That's the Valley, no less.
You just see people you see on TV all the time.
All the time, yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
I lit pink cigarette once.
Yeah.
Outside of the Crimson Room, was it called?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Right.
Some scumbag bar.
You were waiting in line for the bathroom with Bam once too,
with
right?
Bam Margera once, yeah. LA's a weird place.
It really is.
It's just weird, man. You're running all sorts of people. Anyways, speaking of weird people, let's talk about Chris Jericho. He's got a new shirt, right? It says like "I'm evil" or something like that. Is that his shirt, or
is that the Blackcraft cult one?
Oh, is that? Well, I know he's got one of those. That's
I haven't seen that one then. So it's all for his match with Evil, yes.
Yeah, I'm assuming so, because every time he has a match, he puts out a shirt based on that match.
And you can find it. At your
Might have just been some design somebody put on Twitter. I don't know.
Hot topic.
Yeah, exactly.
So we talked about this on Saturday's show about whose report was it? SE Scoops report about Jericho and good old JR Jim Ross joining up with their agent as well as the Khan family to launch a new wrestling promotion sometime late 2019-2020. Well, apparently Jericho pays attention to what wrestling news is because he tweeted this, quote, "I'm starting my own wrestling company? Awesome! I'm also starting my own movie studio with Lady Gaga, my own car wash with Bono, and my own bake shop." Mm-hmm. So in typical Jericho fashion, he doesn't really respond to anything. And even if he issued a flat denial, you got to take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah. Everything with Jericho that he says, you take with a grain of salt.
Yes.
He said he wasn't going to do any shows that compete with WWE or North American shows, and then he shows up at All In.
He said he was done with New Japan several times, and then he's their Intercontinental Champion right now.
Freaking these notifications aren't showing up the way I want them to.
Oh, dear.
I want to see the damn preview because somebody just bought a shirt.
Thank you.
From us on the friendomarket.com. Like a dog shirt. Why is this taking forever to load up?
Oh, man, maybe internet's not as good as we think it is. Anyways, ProWrestling.net's Jason Powell had a bit of a follow-up.
Matthew Gauthier.
Thank you, Matthew. Saying, quote, "I can confirm that the project has been the discussion stages for some time. It is hard to say at this point whether it's just talks or if a real financial commitment has been made. At the very least, the possibility of a startup group gives Kenny Omega, Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, Cody, and Paige some sense of leverage and potential contract talks with WWE. Now that word is out that things have not gone smoothly in at least some of their contract discussions with the New Japan Pro Wrestling office." I wonder if that's just a reference to what Meltzer's been saying about some discontent. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I don't know where else. I haven't heard anything else about that.
Yeah.
He continues, "It's unclear where Omega stands as far as this project is concerned, though the elite members expressed public interest in continuing to work together." And as I said on Saturday's show, if this is one of their endeavors, it would make sense. I don't see how this would be the entirety of their endeavors.
Do we
like they're going to do some sort of non-exclusive thing, whatever, except unless they sign with WWE. If they stay in New Japan, Ring of Honor, do this could be a non-exclusive thing.
Well,
NWA.
So this is kind of interesting. So ProWrestling.net's Jason Powell, that's where this is coming from. This line here where he says, have some sense of leverage in potential contract talks with WWE. Now that word is out that things have not gone smoothly in at least some of their contract discussions with the New Japan Pro Wrestling office.
I don't hear anything about that.
What word is that? When did it get out?
No,
and what is he talking about?
I think that one of that's referencing Meltzer's reports in the last 2 issues of the newsletter about people being unhappy with the new people in charge at New Japan. This is far more.
You're connecting some dots there.
Oh, I know I am. It's speculation, but that's the
sure.
only thing I could think of that would in any way relate to this.
So that's kind of an oddball thing because I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, those are kind of easy. Those are kind of easy dots to connect, given that Meltzer obviously is good friends with all the elite.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, maybe, but saying that there's discontent backstage with New Japan and saying that their contract talks aren't going too smoothly, I don't know. I honestly don't know what to make of that.
Oh, I don't know either because I'd not heard anything of it.
Yeah,
prior.
it's sort of thrown out there, and it's like, whoa, hold on a second, contracts. That's kind of a big deal.
Yeah,
that things are not going great with New Japan. That's kind of a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Look, these are all incredibly smart, savvy businessmen. They wouldn't be making the kind of money and doing the things that they're doing if they weren't incredible. They sold out 10,000 or 11,000, whatever it was, 263, whatever it was. So they're incredibly savvy businessmen.
Yes.
So yeah, I don't know. But again, it's the kind of thing where 6 months from now, it'll be kind of interesting, or come January, it'll be very interesting. It's sort of a running in joke on being the elite right now.
It's like the dominant narrative thread right now.
Have you watched the last 2 where Marty Scurll has been asking Nick and Matt, I'm throwing a post New Year's Eve party.
We watched that right here. The other day.
Yeah. On January 1st.
And they just keep saying, I can't commit to anything.
I can't commit to anything.
January 1st.
Exactly. So
pretty funny.
It's pretty funny, but they can kind of do whatever they want now.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe even the idea that they're in talks with some other, billionaire to do their own promotion, maybe that's leverage. I don't know. I'm not sure how much leverage.
Maybe it's a real thing.
Or maybe it's a real thing. I guess we'll find out. Either they're going to do it or not.
I know. I mean, I don't know how they could gain any more leverage than they have now.
They kind of have a lot of leverage right now.
They kind of have all the leverage.
They pretty much have all the leverage.
They can more or less dictate the terms, and if WB says no, then it's not like they don't have anything to fall back on.
Yeah.
They got a lot to fall back on.
Yeah, like their pro wrestling tee shop.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But yeah, one thing they don't have anymore, though, is the National Wrestling Alliance Heavyweight Championship. We're going to get to that in a second.
Yes.
But before we continue, here are a few words from our sponsor of today's show, Robinhood. Robinhood is an investing app that lets you buy and sell stocks, ETFs, options, and cryptos, all commission-free.
Robinhood strives to make a non-intimidating way for stock market newcomers like us.
Like us, yes.
Yeah. To invest for the first time with confidence. Robinhood aims to make financial services work for everyone, not just the wealthy.
And Robinhood makes it easy to do. Robinhood features easy-to-understand charts and market data, a must for investing novices like Larson and myself. Place a trade in just 4 taps on your smartphone.
Also, no commission fees.
Nice.
Yeah, other brokerages charge up to $10 per trade, but with Robinhood, you pay no commission fees, which means you get to keep all your profit.
Money, Lashley. And right now, Robinhood is giving listeners of Going in Raw a free stock like Apple, Ford, or Sprint to help build your portfolio. Sign up at goinginraw.robinhood.com. That's goinginraw.robinhood.com.
Thank you to Robinhood for sponsoring today's show, and it really, really, really does help Going in Raw if you go check out goinginraw.robinhood.com.
I've always been curious about the stock market, so I might use Robinhood to do that. My sister's like knee deep in all that financial stuff, though, so I have to declare, I have to tell them all that stuff, because I started to sign up for a profile and was like, does anybody you know dive into this stuff? I'm like, yeah, my sister's knee deep into it. It's literally her job. She's like at high level, and then she tries to tell me what her job actually entails, and I'm like, I have no, I'm not an idiot. I have no idea what you just said. It's crazy.
It's very complex.
Yeah, it is not complex. 2 out of 3 falls match.
Yeah,
Cody Rhodes versus Nick Aldis.
Well, you could get some complex storytelling in a 2 out of 3 falls match.
Yeah, they went all over the place in between the first fall and the third fall, or second fall rather. I think Maybe it was before even the first fall. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, they went all around that place. NWA 7th anniversary show. Cody lost in a thrilling bout in a fantastic match against Nick Aldis. When you think about it, it makes all the sense in the world. Cody did this amazing job bringing that NWA title, unprecedented exposure.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Aldis, what would he do from there? He's a fantastic face of the NWA now.
Yeah.
Might as well put the belt back on him.
Yes.
So they can continue along their path. I think this was a fantastic move, putting that title on Cody. Cody going along with it, winning it all in.
Having it for about a month and a half.
Yeah. And then losing it in a really, really fantastic roll-up finish.
Yeah.
It was actually a roll-up, counter roll-up.
Yeah, it was. It was
finish.
like a power slam, counter roll-up, counter roll-up.
Yeah.
I saw the finish. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it was really cool. And yeah, like I said, I watched. I got there a little late because I was watching the premiere of our latest Towers video.
Oh yeah,
that was a lot of fun. And then I turned this on, or I ate some food, turned it on, and so I caught the finals. I caught the very end of the Jazz versus Penelope Ford match. So I didn't really. I just literally saw like the final moment of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I caught Willie Mack winning the national title. Did you saw pictures of Willie Mack with that national title?
Yeah.
Title itself, yeah or nay?
Well, I mean, again, from a long shot, it looks great.
They found the perfect person to have it.
Yeah.
Because Willie Mack just really looks like an. Oh, well, hold on a second. I really hate when it does that. This freaking phone, man. I want the new notification.
The new notification.
Oh, I'm so annoyed right now.
Oh, no.
Willie Mack totally looks like an old school NWA wrestler, you know? Like, so they found the perfect guy to have that title, that looking title on him.
Yes.
So I think it looks fine. It's bigger than I thought it would be because I didn't watch any of the lead up videos that had the title, I guess, in it.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't watch any of it. I just saw that one picture.
Yeah, that's all I saw.
Same
too.
as you did.
Yeah.
So it looks cool. It looks fine. There's a lot of stuff in the United States on that title, but whatever.
If there wasn't just so much going on in the plate, it'd be totally cool. That's
There's a lot
kind of
going on
the
there.
only thing.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there.
A lot going on.
So yeah. Willie Mack beat. I think his name is Samuel Shaw.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I don't know much about him. I've heard the name before, but I haven't seen a lot of him. It kind of made sense too because that dude's like straight up a pure villainous heel guy.
Wasn't he one of the guys that walked Aldis to the ring at All In? He looked familiar. I could be imagining that.
Could be. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't
I don't know. Jeff Jarrett made an appearance.
Yeah.
Jim Cornette was great on commentary. I don't
cool.
know the guy who was with him. But then for the main event, Tony Schiavone showed
I was
up.
going to say, that was Tony Schiavone.
I like that his voice hasn't changed, Tony Schiavone.
That's good.
Like it has. It just sounds like it just takes me back.
This is one of those voices that's synonymous with wrestling at this point, at least
You
for
know,
us, people of our generation.
Say what you will about Schiavone and WCW back in the day. He was always such a steady voice.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It was.
He and Mike Tenay.
He came off as such like a big leaguer. You know. Him and Mike Tenay. Get out of here. Him and Larry Zbyszko. They were the paragons of professionality.
Yeah.
Anyways, what were the other results for that show?
Oh, okay. Let me pull that up real quick.
Jazz, this is great. Jazz beat Penelope Ford, and then she called out the 10 pounds of gold.
That's awesome.
She was like, why is it? She's like, yeah, I'm the women's champion, but everybody talks about that 10 pounds of gold. When's Jazz gonna get a piece of that? It's like, whoa.
Oh, that's awesome.
It sounds like maybe she went off script too. The interviewer she seemed very confused.
Oh,
I'm not sure if the interviewer knew what the 10 pounds of gold was. I could be wrong about this. She's probably great. But yeah, apparently Jazz wants to fight somebody for the 10 pounds of gold.
Well, Nick Aldis now.
Well, it'd be Nick Aldis now.
That's great.
That'd be awesome. That'd be fantastic. I think she'd have a good chance too.
Oh yeah, me too.
Anyways. What are the other results?
I'm
trying to find out. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find out who freaking just bought a shirt from us.
Yeah. Sam Shaw won the first fatal four-way elimination match to move on to the finals, defeating Scorpio Sky, Sammy Guevara, and Colt Cabana. Barrett Brown defeated the Laredo Kid. Willie Mack won the second fatal four-way, defeating Ricky Starks,
Mike
Bradley,
Radcliffe,
and Mike Perro.
That's who it was. Sorry, Mike Radcliffe.
Cool. Tim Storm defeated Peter Avalon. Jazz, as you mentioned, defeated Penelope Ford. Willie Mack claimed the NWA National Heavyweight Championship. Crimson and Jax Dane defeated the Kingdom of Josephus.
Yeah, the what were they called? The Crimson and Jax Dane.
Oh, what were they called?
Kings of something? I forget. They were good though. They look great. They had matching gear.
That's cool.
Who's the other? Crimson had a great look to him.
That's cool.
He had a cool look to him.
And then Nick Aldis, as you mentioned, defeated Cody to regain the NWA World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, I like that Josephus too. I think he's cool. And then I think Shannon Moore and Crazy Steve sort of, I don't know if they had been with his kingdom before. They had sort of jumped Crimson and Jax Dane, and then Cornette was like, whoa, who's that? Who's that? And they're like, oh, it's Shannon Moore and Crazy Steve. Oh, they must be with Josephus now. So I think that might be a new thing.
Gotcha.
I kind of got the idea that's a new thing. I don't know, man. So do we know when the next NWA show is going to be? I know they announced the Crockett Cup is coming back.
Yeah, that's cool.
Which was the original sort of the forerunner to the Dusty Classic.
Yeah.
That ran, I read today, it ran from 86 to 89. So for 3 or 4 illustrious years, the Crockett Cup was a big deal.
Had a bunch of tag teams in it.
Road Warriors, Luger and Sting.
Midnight Express,
Flair
Rock
and
and
Sting.
Roll
Yeah,
Express.
Luger and Sting. Yeah, there you go. Jack Hershey 717 just became a new patron too. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So yeah.
So as far as why Cody may have lost the NWA Championship, Mike Johnson of PW Insider had some speculation, saying, quote, obviously Cody's future is very much in flux at the moment. Now, without speaking to anybody, it's also possible that, hey, we're going to flip the title back and Cody is going to chase it. And, they can do something in 2019 when he's free and clear of Ring of Honor, or maybe WrestleMania weekend at Madison Square Garden or wherever, who knows. But to me, I'm curious to see what the circumstances behind the title change was. I don't know what those answers are when we recorded this. I did kind of feel that Cody dropping the belt kind of quelled some of the momentum of the championship. I don't think the crowd in Nashville expected that at all. I think they went off the air like, what just happened?
Yeah, no, that is one thing I did kind of notice. The crowd, I mean,
people were expecting Cody to retain, essentially.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, crowds are just, that's the one thing. Like, the production value was very, in a good way. This is a compliment. It was very stripped down.
I heard there were some audio issues, though.
Yeah, Brian Zane was talking about production issues on Twitter, and I got there late enough that I sort of was paying attention just enough to get what was happening. But I didn't, I think
it was like backstage interview stuff.
Oh, okay.
So that was my impression.
Yeah, whatever. The look of it was great, though. It was really great. There was enough light that you can see, like, it had a pretty big crowd.
Yeah.
But like everything was like there was not a lot of color going on. In fact,
it felt very old school.
It did, and it was great. I love that. I thought it was awesome. But regardless, these days, the kind of crowd that an NWA 70th anniversary show is going to attract, I don't know if it's just like crowd expectations or something. Everybody watches Being the Elite, and everybody is in on the wrestling thing. You're not going to get crowds anymore thinking it's real.
Oh, I know.
Which is a bummer.
Yeah.
No
riots are going to break out.
No riots are going to break out. Nobody's going to get stabbed.
Yeah.
And so everybody loves Cody. But in the end, and both you and I predicted that Cody was going to win, because why wouldn't he? But in the end, it makes total sense.
Oh, yeah.
It makes total sense.
It does.
What is he going to carry that NWA title forever? No. It's not going to be that. It's not going to be. NWA is a lot of things, but it's not at the status of the Elite.
Yet.
It's not there.
Yeah.
I would love it to be, and I hope it is one day. But Cody is moving on. He'll probably be in WWE or with JR Championship Wrestling. What did you call it? Y2JR CW?
Y2JR promotion. That's what I call it.
There you go. He's going to be doing his own thing. This was a wonderful way for him to honor the heritage of the title.
And give the belt a little bit of a rub.
Give the belt a hell of a rub. I kind of disagree. This halts its momentum. This does exactly what it set out to do. So I think it's great. I think Aldis is a hell of a champion. I think he's going to be, I hope that they take the momentum that I believe it has. They continue to run with it in a smart way. Willie Mack is a great first national champion.
Yep.
That's fantastic. Hopefully they can continue to do the thing where they defend the titles in other promotions. and I think it'll do wonders. I don't think anybody right now nobody that really matters considers the NWA a walking joke anymore.
Oh, no.
That's where it was like a year ago.
Yep.
You know, that's awesome that you can turn around like that.
Oh, heck yeah.
So good for them.
Yep.
If next big show they do, I really want to see if we can go.
All right.
I don't know if we'll be able to.
Yeah.
I don't know. But at this point, I'd much rather, as much as I love going to WWE shows, they're all fun. But NWA seems like they're doing something kind of different. That's kind of what I'm into right now, you know? Anyways.
Next, we got a little bit of Crown Jewel news.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. According to Pro Wrestling Sheet, Crown Jewel tickets were supposed to go on sale Friday the 19th, but then they didn't. They had to change the on-sale date to November 2nd now. For those of us paying attention, we realize that's the day the show's happening.
Yeah.
So tickets, there's only walk-ups, apparently.
There's walk-ups now.
So I wonder if what they're doing, they're doing what they wanted. I guess they want to do, which they shouldn't be doing.
Doing the show.
Yeah, just going along with it.
Yeah.
But kind of leaving the door opened a crack just in case
something huge happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I guess apparently the location still isn't listed either. They haven't mentioned where the show is happening on W television last week or two.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true.
So maybe they're just kind of saying, "Hey, the show's happening. We don't know, until you hear otherwise. It's still as planned."
I guess so.
It's the only reason I could think why they're doing it this way.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because it's kind of a logistical headache to put a 25,000 seat show on sale the day of.
Yeah.
And then it's just walk-ups. People have to walk up and get their tickets.
Yeah.
And usually if you go to most stadiums, there's like 8 ticket booths. You have to wait in line to get tickets, and you have to go into a different line just to get in. It's a headache.
Did you see the little promo image they did on their social media? It was the Undertaker's urn with the DX spray paint on it, and it says something like, "Respect is out the window at Crown Jewel," or something like that. And it just seemed, it's like, oh, you guys went there, really? Like,
Yeah, that's not
like an urn.
That's bad form.
It's usually where a dead person goes.
Yeah, that's bad form.
That's just that's not good stuff.
No,
man.
that's not good.
Yeah, but it's WWE's gonna do WWE.
Yep, they're just gonna plow right on ahead with it.
Sorry.
Anyways, let's plow right on ahead with our Raw preview. I think we're in for some good stuff here, just based on these headlines from the Raw preview.
Did they get their A writer on it?
They might have. Steve, we'll start with the first entry, please. And
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Big man fall hard. Wow, that's an amazing title.
Yeah,
first of all,
it's already good.
Braun Strowman laid down the law to Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre before their rubber match with the Shield. You mess up, you pay. Ziggler got pinned, and Braun got angry. But McIntyre had the last word, leveling the monster among men with the Claymore after the Titanic superstar had flattened McIntyre's fellow Raw Tag Team Champion with a running power slam. The Scottish psychopath... They really shouldn't call him Scottish. He doesn't really come off as a psychopath.
No.
Actually seems like a fairly level-headed guy. Anyways, the Scottish psychopath notably didn't help Ziggler to his feet after the confrontation. He just walked to the top of the ring and stared Strowman down. But it appeared a line in the sand had been drawn for Strowman nonetheless. Braun is known to take his time with his enemies, but with a Universal title opportunity looming at Crown Jewel, can he afford to fight a war on two fronts?
That sounded pretty good.
Yeah.
Next one. You know who I am,
but you
don't know why I'm here. Elias found himself clowned by a very unexpected individual this week, and we don't mean Gritty.
That's the mascot
for the Flyers.
Yeah.
Apollo Crews decided to make a locker room power play at the expense of one of WWE's fastest rising, if divisive, superstars, and delivered in the moment, leaving Elias scrambling after cutting off his concert and dropping him with a spectacular press slam. Crews certainly made a statement, but Elias has a long track record of overreacting when the spotlight is stolen. It's on now.
Oh, wow. And then the next one says, as goes Dean Ambrose, so goes the Shield. Dean Ambrose's commitment to his brothers was under a microscope yet again on last week's Raw, and the lunatic Fridge sent the most overt signals yet that he was unhappy with his perceived role in the trio. He thinks he's only there to be the wild card. Ambrose came close to laying out Intercontinental Champion Seth Rollins with dirty deeds after a couple of inadvertent collisions, but Universal Champion Roman Reigns managed to right the ship and steer the Shield to a main event victory that seemingly cooled things off. As we've come to learn, however, it's best to take things week to week with Dean Ambrose, and as anyone's guess, what this week will bring. I'm sorry, I should have ended that with a different affectation.
Yeah, no. Lashing out.
Tony Sinisbaugh
Thank you.
just purchased. Oh, it was a Slayers shirt? I think he did a Slayers shirt. Nice. Oh, it's a Slayers print. Yeah, we got prints also at the Friendo Market. Anyways, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Lashing out when he's not sending Kevin Owens to the shelf or full Nelsoning Tyler Breeze into unconsciousness, Bobby Lashley has showcased his new attitude
right,
with increasingly blatant disrespect of Finn Balor. The first ever Universal Champion has thus far taken the high road, but Lashley can only do the most muscular pose in Balor's face while Leo Rush cackles for so long.
Yeah.
In fact, Balor added an ominous caption to a social media photo of their last face-off. Quote, bigger they are. Maybe this is the week he decides to see how hard Lashley falls.
Should this one have been the one that says big man fall hard, though?
Yeah, seems like it.
Maybe.
Seems like it.
Did you see, before I continue on with this Ronda Rousey one, did you see the videos on Twitter that Leo Rush had been posting? Him and Lashley out and about shopping for stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
And the last one, Bobby Lashley's out in the parking lot. He's like, hey, where's my car? And he said, no, man of the hour. He doesn't drive any car. I told them to get rid of that one. I got him a Maserati.
Oh, that's funny.
He had a Maserati, and I think Leo Rush had like a convertible freaking Mustang or something like that. And they drove off on their own. It was great. And he didn't have an earpiece in his ear, so McMahon wasn't in his ear during this particular
so he was
Twitter
actually
promo.
being entertaining.
Exactly, yeah. And then finally, for our Raw preview, we've got Do Something Bellas. Ronda Rousey and the Bella Twins held nothing back in their first confrontation after Nikki and Brie betrayed the baddest woman on the planet to set up a Raw women's title match between Rousey and Nikki at WWE Evolution. But Nikki and Brie wisely kept from throwing hands with Rousey before they had to, instead sending a crew of hapless security goons to their demise while making themselves scarce. If their strategy is to rile up the champion to such a degree that they can catch her unaware, then, well, that's not a bad strategy. They had just better hope they keep her off their tails for one more week. Find out if they can when Raw airs Monday live at 9/8 Central on USA Network.
Interesting. We just got sent this on Twitter. This is from Fightful. Robbie Fox from Barstool Sports has posted a tweet saying, quote, I was just told that Reigns is currently injured and that Cena and Bryan are, quote, refusing to work the show, that being Crown Jewel. Many on the current WWE roster have expressed concern with going as well, but obviously not all of them have the power like John Cena or Daniel Bryan. Oh. They're refusing to work.
Daniel Bryan is in a title match at Crown Jewel.
Yeah.
John Cena is John Cena. What's his match?
He's in the World Cup to determine the best in the world.
Oh, wow. He was probably going to be in the finals. Oh, man. And Roman Reigns is injured?
Explain why he hasn't been doing anything.
Fightful usually has their stuff right?
Well, this is from Robbie Fox. That's the actual source of the story. He's from Barstool Sports. I don't know
okay.
what their track record is like.
Wow.
But if true, that's pretty massive.
Wow. I read somewhere earlier about Daniel Bryan, but I was like, that's just some Twitter stuff. Wow. Well, we'll find out more about that one. Or we won't. Daniel Bryan's... That's kind of the biggest thing. Daniel Bryan's refusing to go for his title shot?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Pretty massive. I know.
Good for him. Man, that's crazy. Anyways, let's answer some questions.
Yes. Alto says, I am wearing that shirt at the Undertaker meetup. He's wearing the Like a Dog shirt at the Undertaker meetup.
Oh, don't do that. Yeah, where'd you get that shirt from?
I know.
That's me. It's not you. You never said this.
No, never said it.
Just make sure if you're going to see him and he says, where'd you get that shirt? Say, number one, say, I don't know where I got the shirt from. And number two, get out your phone and see if he'll do an intro for the show where he says, I'll put you down like a dog. Number three.
You want it both ways. That's what you're saying.
Don't wear the damn shirt. People, I don't know, man. I don't want them to get their lawyers on. There's nothing in it that's actually Undertaker. That's the thing about it.
Yeah, I know.
We better hurry up and sell these damn shirts. Y'all better buy these shirts before they get cease and desisted.
Oh, yeah. Josh Little, what wrestler would you guys eat Lou Malnati's with? So Lou Malnati's is the other Chicago-style pizza
Illuminati's.
place.
I would eat with anybody as long as I got to eat at Lou Malnati's.
Yeah, we didn't go there,
I'll
though.
eat with New Jack. I'll eat with anybody.
Necro Butcher?
Oh, he seems super cool. See, New Jack just kind of seemed kind of scary. He's killed people. Necro Butcher seems like a pleasant individual. So I'm trying to think of other people who have like, kind of reputations where it's like, oh, do I really want to eat dinner with you?
Yeah. Understood.
I'm trying to think, who else is there?
I mean, I agree with you. Just an opportunity to go get some fantastic Chicago-style pizza.
Heck yeah, man.
Also, Josh Little says, internet is back. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Adam Darwin asks this very important question. Does Friendo Market ship to the UK? We do. It is expensive, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's like $20 for us to ship it, which we then charge you. But then sometimes you have to pay like a customs fee. So it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I've been talking with somebody in the Friendo community about the potential of doing like some sort of distribution arrangement in the UK to like cut down on those fees. But I don't know how feasible it is. But I don't know. We gotta figure it out. So we do, absolutely. It's just, man, you might be paying a bunch, and that sucks, but it is what it is. Let's see here. Any more questions?
Sorry, yes. Mr. Michael Law, 2011 Power Rank Top 10 WWE Wrestlers. You want to jump ship to Bullet Club. Or Bullet Club, Jericho, and JR's wrestling promotion. So wrestlers that are in WWE currently that you'd want to jump ship.
And go to I don't know, Bullet Club I feels like is going down the toilet. You see Tama Tonga trying to like make new things on Twitter this weekend? He was like, we need to call the new era of Bullet Club the Cutthroat era. And then like he had this long explanation, and then Nick Jackson just said, cool idea.
That's funny.
Like he just no-sold the crap out of it.
That's funny.
So I don't know, man. Bullet Club like is like least destination as far as I'm concerned right
Apparently
now.
Jay White dropped a really good promo. I didn't watch it about being in Bullet Club now, so I got to watch that.
Oh, because he's in Bullet Club now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just too weird.
But anyways, who are some WWE wrestlers you want to see go to the Y2JR Wrestling?
What's like the best New Japan faction right now? LIJ, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're all turning to dust, man. Chaos is a mess.
I know they're all a mess.
Chaos.
Well, no, Suzuki-gun isn't a mess. They're solid.
They're the worst.
No, Minoru Suzuki's their leader. They're
a mess. That dude has no leadership skills. Well, look, I love Minoru Suzuki, not as much as you.
You should retract that.
His leadership skills leave a lot to be desired because Suzuki-gun's effectiveness is simply him and Zack Sabre Jr. Look, have you seen Killer Elite Squad lately?
Yeah, they kind of changed things up.
Yeah, they did. Not for the better.
No.
Taichi, he's a mess. I know he's champion right now.
He's hilarious, though.
He's going to lose that title to Will Ospreay.
Well, that's not a certainty.
Yeah, Will Ospreay's all busted up.
Mm-hmm. We still haven't answered the question.
What's the question?
WWE wrestlers you want to go to Y2JR Wrestling. Bo Dallas.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I don't think any of the top guys are going to leave.
Ooh.
But I think some of the mid-card people who might not be getting the opportunities they want would consider it.
Yeah, Curtis Axel.
Bo Dallas.
Yeah. Finn Balor.
Yeah.
Big Money here in Discord says Roman missed the house show loop this past weekend.
Interesting.
Despite being advertised.
Maybe he is hurt.
Big Money also said Ray might be injured too. Really?
Yeah, I heard he was pulled from the Boston show.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah. M Squared says, just bought my tickets for Raw in Sacramento in December. My first live show in 10 years. Just got to get my Slow Wolf shirt now. Hope to see you friendos there.
Conrad Bravo. Put you down like a dog.
Now it kind of seems like we have to go because people are asking if we're going to go.
People are bugging us to go. How many people are going to the Sacramento show? Hit 1 in chat.
Yeah, hit 1 in chat.
Now everybody's going to hit 1.
1 message retracted. Another for 99 cents, but another 99 cents from Gerardo Vasquez.
Do
we have any more Discord?
No, I'm hitting up the Twitter right now.
Oh, that's right. We'd put a thing on there.
Let's see here. Bookman says, wouldn't the cruiserweights be better off on SmackDown like back in the day?
There's not enough time for them on SmackDown.
That's true. There's hardly enough time on SmackDown. They jam-pack everything they can on SmackDown, too, in a very pleasant way.
Yes.
I kind of agree with you, though. And I think that the way they film 205 Live now is fantastic before SmackDown.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
That's great. I agree with you. They need a route to the main roster.
Yes.
They need a route to main roster. See, not all of you people are going to the Sacramento show. That's impossible. You're not all going.
This is maybe just an all Sacramento chat.
So when it's unlisted, it just goes out to Sacramento?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Gotcha.
That's what I'm thinking.
Let's see here. Michael says, if Alexa Bliss and Kevin Owens are both hurt, why should I watch Raw tonight? Apparently, Alexa Bliss came back on one of the last house shows.
Mm-hmm.
So she might not be hurt anymore. Spooky Snack Boy asks, if you could ban one thing from wrestling forever, what would it be and why? It would be scripted backstage segments.
Aluminum light tubes. Sorry, fluorescent light tubes. Sorry.
Really?
Yeah.
See, to me, that's just, hey, to each their own. There's a lot of people who really like those.
See, I agree to an extent, but when pieces go flying to the audience, especially when there's children in the audience, that's a safety issue.
Yeah. For me, it would be scripted backstage segments where there's no interviewer and the wrestlers just yapping at each other.
Yeah.
I hate that. That's so annoying. Broken Matt. Good question. Great question, actually. Your logo sticker says established 2015, but your background says established 2014. Which one is it? I don't know. When did we actually start going in Raw? Was
2014.
It late 2014?
Yeah, September 2014 with Dan.
Oops. Well, it's like both, man.
Maybe 2015 is when we started doing it more. No.
The Patreon, right? Wasn't that 2016?
Yeah.
So there's really no...
2015 is not an important year.
Not an important year at all for going in Raw. Yet I put it on the sticker. So that's just my bad memory seeping into the design aspect of things because I design all this stuff here.
Interesting.
Don't quality check it through anybody. I don't run it through you or nobody.
No, you don't.
I just
I can vouch for that.
Out in the ether.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see here. Hayden Jones, power rank reasons as to why your internet has been trash. Wrong answers only.
Wrong answers only?
Yeah.
Some of these chickens out here ate through the wire. There's all sorts of chickens in this neighborhood.
I'm not entirely sure that is a wrong answer. We've heard before when we were doing that overnight stream, that late night stream.
True, yeah.
The chupacabra out there eating some chickens.
It sounded like there was some sort of mythical beast or creature attacking chickens.
Man.
And they were making some awful noises.
Miguel Romero has a fantasy book. Bray Wyatt is the reason behind Dean's madness.
Oh.
New tag team, perfect way to get heel Dean boos. Ooh, team. That's the thing that I hadn't thought about. Putting Dean in a tag team that makes little to no sense. That might be a good way to get boos.
True.
True. Put him with Bray.
Yeah, that's not a bad point.
Yeah.
Not a bad point at all.
Already sort of talked about that. Ooh. NPNY 716. When is Steve W and Fun Wrestling coming back?
To be determined.
It's soon, though.
Yeah, relatively.
So we have to do a draft.
Well, we got to do Interdimension Tension 2 first.
Is that going to be on 2K18?
No, it should be 19.
I feel like...
Didn't you make Mecha Santa in 2K19?
Yeah.
Oh, then we should do it in there.
But then who... We got to talk about all that.
We should go grab a bite after we're done with this.
Oh, cool. And then what are we doing today? Oh, we're doing our evolution today.
Yeah, we're doing our evolution on ItchToy.
Yeah, on itchtoy.evt. We're going to be doing our evolution.
Yeah.
Let's see. That's too long of a question. Thomas Speller. Steve, when is the next episode of Ask Steve and Lacey coming to the Friendoville channel? It's been a bit more difficult these days because Lacey went back to college. So she does a lot of her homework on the weekends. But she is very interested in bringing it back. I also got a new camera, so that'll help. Saul FGC. We know the usual staples. Oh, by the way, I think it was Saul FGC the other day left a great video statement on our Twitter talking about his furthering my theory that the NXT TV show is a different universe than the NXT main roster references, because he was saying that live events are a completely different universe. And so that completely furthers...
Well, that's not unusual on main roster either.
No, live events have always been different because remember, like DDP used to be in the Wolfpack, but only at live events.
Yeah, it was never really canon.
Yeah.
There's precedent for that, but there's not. I don't know if there's precedent for a televised product to not be canon.
Yeah.
In totality.
Let's see here.
BS says top show must be a chore to watch Raw and SmackDown at the moment. I really enjoy SmackDown.
I legitimately look forward to SmackDown. Raw, honestly, not so much. It is a chore.
Yes.
Let's see here. Matthew Nolan. Oh, good question. How good could Brock have been if he actually enjoyed everything about wrestling?
Oh, he could be fantastic.
He's like the Shaq of wrestling. He was dominant, could have been all-time dominant.
Oh, yeah.
Dominant. Didn't they say Shaq had the underhanded free throw down like at 85% or something like that?
Want to do it.
But he didn't want to do it. That's great. No, not going to do that one. Not going to do that one. Solo. If Zack Sabre Jr. does end up in WWE, what's his ceiling? Dude, could you imagine if Zack Sabre Jr. was on SmackDown right now?
Oh, man.
It'd be him, Daniel Bryan, AJ all going after that WWE title or all fighting over that.
This give me like a best of 99 between Daniel Bryan and Zack Sabre Jr.
Every week on SmackDown.
Yeah, man.
Oh, dude. Did you hear there was some sort of rumor, maybe it was the latest WWE survey people were talking about, because it offered the potential of they're using stripped down camera crews.
Oh yeah, I saw that for the live event in Boston. Yeah.
So potentially there might be like a $15 tier on the network where you can watch some certain live events.
Sort of like how they do it in Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
They have some house shows they have
okay.
in Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
On Honor Club.
That'd be cool. That'd be neat. Kristen Strauss. Oh, this is a good question. What other match would you want included in this week's Women's Evolution pay-per-view?
As long as the Becky's match is the main event, that's all I care about.
You know, it's not difficult to just come up with some obviously decent pairings. Liv Morgan, Brie Bella.
Yeah.
Why don't you make that into a match?
Yeah, that's true.
I know. Are the Riot Squad doing something else?
No, they're kind of getting to a thing with Sasha and Bailey right now, though.
Yeah, okay.
So that'll probably be a thing, unless they just announced. I saw they announced a match.
Even something like Bailey and Alicia Fox.
Oh, they just announced Natalya, Bailey, and Sasha Banks versus Riot Squad.
Okay. Well, whatever. I mean, Nia Jax shouldn't be in a battle royal.
Karen says Asuka in a gauntlet match.
Asuka in a gauntlet. That's great.
Great.
That'd be great.
Great.
And all you need is one 5-minute segment on SmackDown to set that up. That's all you need.
How cool would it have been if they had like a 8-woman gauntlet match instead of the battle royal?
Yeah, I know.
How interesting that would have been.
It's different.
Something different
indeed. And it's something new that they haven't done before. And what do they love talking about? We've never done this before.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, and that'd be great. Karen says here, Okada joining Taguchi Japan.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Oh, no, I'd have to be a Taguchi Japan fan.
At least you'd have really cool theme music. I mean, he does already, but that Taguchi Japan theme is
it's kind of
outstanding.
Tops. It's like the yakety sax of New Japan.
Oh, heck yeah.
So who doesn't love that? Anyways. Any more? Let's check the Discord here. Oh, here we go. There's a couple
no more questions
Discord.
in the Super Chat.
A couple more in Discord. No, I'm not going to answer that.
Oh, that's true.
Primetime Henry Harris said that Jay White said there's a mole in chaos. Well, dude, no wonder. You're just a dick, and you're going around beating up everybody in chaos.
So it makes Jay White maybe the best heel in wrestling right now.
Jay White is the best heel in wrestling right now. Absolutely. Anyways, I think that's good enough for show. We got a post show coming up for $1 patrons. So if you're a $1 patron, keep an eye out. In the next 10 minutes or so, we'll be going live with that.
Correct.
Am I muted here? No, now I am. Anyways, there's some music for you guys. Hope you enjoy it. And I hope you enjoyed today's episode. It was fun doing it live. I'm very happy we my pen back. We got our internet back. Thanks to Comcast for fixing Node.
Yes, thank you very much for fixing Node.
Giving Node a couple stunners. Thanks so much for tuning in. Until next time, we'll talk to you guys later.
Goodbye.